I saved 22,500 shillings on printing these. I want to go to get a few things done. So first I want to get some printing materials, like packaging materials done, because I'm out of packaging materials, and I just want to show you guys where it is that you can get packaging materials. I haven't figured it out like 100%, but I think I figured it out enough to be able to be like, okay, you can print at this X, Y, and Z place and it's not going to be so bad. Let's go get some printing done. So if you're a business owner, you have probably struggled a lot when it comes to printing and branding and packaging and all of that stuff for your business. So I struggled, so you don't have to, okay? So I finally found a place that has like really pretty packaging. The shop is called, I took a picture of the business card, it's called Protocol Promotions. So these are the really cute bags that I got from Protocol Promotions, and I think I'm happy with the quality so far. Like this is the detail that they put on the strap. I think it's very beautiful, and I think I paid 40 shillings for this size. So I made the same mistake and I've ordered from a store online, and these are the bags I got for the same price. And I don't know, if you're quite keen and if you look at the bag, like for example this one, the way it's folded, it's not full, it's straight, and there's bits and pieces somewhere here where the glue is not done tidy, or even just like the knots at the end of the bag is not the best. So this is what happened when I ordered online. This is what happened when I went myself to Nairobi CBD to try and get good packaging. Okay, so for bags, I would say go to Protocol Promotions. They are on Charles Rubaya Road in Nairobi CBD, okay? And for printing, that's always where the big cost is. So for printing, I got back from printing yesterday, and I got these. Look at this gigantic stack. So I had messaged a few stores on Instagram and asked for quotes, and some of the quotes that I got were really high. One store in particular had quoted me 80 shillings to print one of these cards. And I was like, well, for just this size, printing was 80 shillings. And I thought that was a bit high. So what I did was I made my designs on the computer, and then I headed over to town. And along Kilome Road and Charles Rubaya Road, there's several printing stores where you can do printing at a very affordable cost. The store is called Win Global, so at Win Global I printed these, but they don't have a machine for cutting. So what I did is I made my designs, arranged everything on an A3 piece of paper, and I went over to the store to have it printed. So this size, which is about 10 by 12 centimeters, fit about 8 pieces on an A3, and printing an A3 of the paper that I chose was 50 shillings for back to back. So in total, if I printed these at the store that I spoke to on Instagram, I would have paid 25,500 shillings, but because I printed these in Nairobi CBD, I only spent 2,000 shillings, and I have 360 cards. So I think that's a big save. And getting it cut, I think cutting was 50 shillings. So yeah, I think that was a great save. So in case you want to do printing, I'll put the details of the store below, and I'll also put the details of where you can get the bags, just so it's easy for you to get branding for your business. Also, just note that I'm not slamming the businesses that are selling online, the ones that are selling the cards online. It's just, I would say, for small businesses that are starting out, it just makes more economic sense to spend less on thank you cards and everything, especially because I don't think customers necessarily keep the thank you cards. I feel like it's something that you look at and you throw away, even though perhaps maybe the businesses that we're quoting a higher amount, maybe their quality is just way better. But I would say for a small business that's just starting out, it theoretically does not make sense to spend about 80 shillings on a card. As we continue to be business owners, we also have to be creators now. So today I'm going for a creative seminar of sorts, where I'm going to be learning, how to be a creator, I guess. I think I would say that most people nowadays, people no longer want to buy into a product for what the product is. People want to buy a product because of what the company represents. If you look at the most successful companies, it's because the faces of the companies, I guess people believe in them. For makeup, I would say, for example, Rihanna, people love Rihanna. So Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, super successful. Same thing with Rare Beauty, with Selena Gomez. It's because people, they believe in, what she stands for. If it's Elon Musk, all of these things that I think most successful brands, it's because people believe in what it is that the owner of the company stands for. So as a, jewelry designer, I have to, I guess, now put myself out there. I mean, I genuinely love creating. Like, I've always been, like, when I was younger, I love drawing, I love painting, just making things with my hands. So I'm like, okay, I can, do videos and everything, photos, everything, and I, like creating different things and everything. So I'm like, okay, I just need to figure out how to be able to translate what's in my head to be able to communicate that with the people. I feel like maybe sometimes as artists, we maybe struggle with that a bit. So I was like, I'm gonna go for this creators course. Thing to remember about going green, and I think this is really important. I think that it's a journey. It's not just like and you're going green, because then if you just like and you just change everything all of a sudden, it means that all the stuff that you had previously, all of it is you're just going to throw it out, and that's going to be wasteful, and then that defeats the purpose of it going green. And also, I think the problem with the currently most of the products that are super green cost a little bit more. So sometimes I would say like sustainability or going green is not it's not efficient for everyone. It doesn't work for everyone, but for sometimes it does. Like I think something that I admire with, for example, there's companies in Kenya that sell milk, and they don't provide it in the bottles. They have like a machine, and you go there, and then you put what amount of milk that you'd like to get. You put your bottle, get your milk, leave, go, and then you can clean the bottle at home and everything, go back with the same bottle. And I think that's way more efficient than buying the constant plastic bottles from the supermarket, which just creates waste. So yeah, there are products which are affordable to most people, but there's some products which perhaps could be a bit of the higher range. But I would say that if you are in a position where you can afford the higher range products, and you're just mass consuming other things, then there's no need for you to do that, and you should feel guilty. Change your ways. Leave your friends and family behind and come stay at this amazing Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. Starting from the outside, there's this amazing space where you can just relax, look at giraffes, animals. And then this is inside the house. Where it's just perfect. There's enough space to just sleep and relax, and there's also just an amazing view from the bed. You can look at the trees and the landscape and the shower. This is the shower. Look at that. How cool is that? It's an outdoor shower, and there's like a little tree, so you just feel like you're in nature as well. And the bathroom as well is also just in this beautiful space. But it's such a beautiful place, and it's so quiet, and all you hear is just the sound of the trees and the birds, and it's just like a quiet little space. And they have internet, and there's water, so it's like a nice space to just get away and just, it's not so far away from the city. And the Airbnb was built by this really lovely couple. I'll put the link for the place down below. So if you are a cyclist, they do have a place where you can explore, and you can rent bicycles from them for a day.
Got a drink in your hand, won't you set it down? Hopes high, don't you let them down. I know you feel the tension, baby. One night to forever now. Eyes locked when I walk in. step to the Uber.
So it finally stopped raining, so we're walking to this other Airbnb called Zuri. Apparently they have...
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant? It's not an Airbnb? Oh. Okay, so we're walking to this other lodge called Zuri, and apparently they have really good pizza. I'll be the judge of that, but I'm hungry, so I could probably eat anything. Oh, we finally made it. The Nzuri residence had amazing pizza, and I was very surprised to get a thin crust outside of Nairobi. The best part is that they also had vegetarian pizzas. Like, the design of the place looked very Italian. So we just finished eating, but we might potentially get rained on because it's suddenly cloudy, and now we have to walk back 3 million kilometers. Rest is not a luxury, but a necessity for our overall well-being. It helps us recharge, clear our minds, and replenish our energy levels. It can take many forms, from napping to reading a book or practicing yoga. Whatever it may be, prioritize rest as an integral part of your daily routine. By taking the time to rest, we can be more productive, creative, and resilient in our daily lives, and build stronger relationships with ourselves and those around us. So far so good. This place isn't the worst. I think because there was a drought, we're not seeing as many animals as there usually is. Apparently lots of animals died during the drought, but hopefully I get to come back after the rainy season is over, and maybe like after a year or two the animal population would be back. But it's a really great place. Very calm, very relaxing. It's really sunny today. It's crazy to think that yesterday it was raining and stormy weather. So I think I had like a small revelation where I think for the last 2 or 3 months I kept telling myself, okay, if I want my jewelry business to succeed, I'm gonna have to export. But because I thought, there's not enough people. Oh, the sun is making me glare. This feels weird. There's not enough people. I thought, there's not enough people that would be interested in buying my jewelry. But, after some consideration, I thought to myself, I looked at other brands, not the ones selling jewelry, but the ones selling clothes and etc. And I'm like, okay, if somebody's willing to spend 8,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings on a bag or a dress, why not rings? Why not earrings? What makes... Well, there's a fly. What makes... get away from me. What makes it any more different? So, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm still gonna keep trying to export, but I'm also gonna keep trying to sell locally, and hopefully that goes well. Oh my god, these flies. Okay, it's a lovely place. I'm just very anti-fly. But yeah, it's super great, and I get to just relax and take it easy. Okay, how much water do you drink in a day, or perhaps in a year? So on average, I think you're supposed to drink about 2 liters of water in a day, and I think most people these days, people buy water. Let's just do some calculations. So I was googling and I found out that if you buy a bottle of 10 liters of water, that's 455 shillings. So 455 divided by 10, so that's about 45 shillings per liter of water. So okay, that's per liter, and if you do 365 times 2, because that's 55 liters. So 2 liters a day, so 700 liters of water in a year, and then times 45.5. So that comes to... So that's how much people who buy water in plastic bottles are spending on water in a single year. That's if you have the water dispensers and the ones that you buy and the deliver. And I think this is the price of buying just the water itself, just minus the cost of transport. I have a solution that will save you a little bit of money on water. So I just googled it. So in Nairobi, the cost of 1,000 liters, 45 shillings for 1,000 liters, is to get yourself a filter. So this is an older one. I think I've had for about 2 years or so, or even more. I think more than 2 years. And so I'm just replacing it. But one of these filters, you can get any brand. Doesn't have to be Rampton specifically, but you can get any brand. And I think a filter like this goes for 8,500 shillings. So this is 8,500 shillings. And then you can just, maybe we can do the 40, actually, because we're not drinking 1,000 liters of water in a year, we're drinking less than that, but we can just say 8,500 plus 45, right? Because 45 shillings is what the cost is for 1,000 liters of water if you just get water from the tap. So essentially what you do, you just get water from the tap and you put it at the top of the filter, and then this sort of filter can store about 20 liters, and you drink and save money. Save lots and lots of money, and you save the planet as well, because remember, you're not spending on logistics, it's just, you buy this once, you have it, you keep it, you just, maybe the most you will do is perhaps just change the filter, and when you buy a filter, it comes with another cartridge, so you can just change it, and that way you save lots of money.